Hey friends, thanks so much for joining me. For those of you who are new here, my name is Chrissy and I'm a 40-year-old Canadian expat living here in London, and I'm doing everything on a solo income, and I'm also on a journey of just paying over £9,000 worth of credit card debt on my very own. So excuse the slurring. I've been off the grid for 3 days, like sick. So on Friday, I felt feverish, my ears hurt, and I couldn't swallow a thing. It was hard to drink any water at all. And Saturday happened, Sunday happened, and I finally been able to get up and actually do things. So I feel like the budgeting thing has been hanging over my head because so far I've been burying my head in the sand because of all the expenses that happened. So today's video is going to be about May's closeout and June's budgeting plan, if that makes any sense. So I'm just gonna get right into it. And I'm still in recovery, so please do bear with me if I take a few sips of water here and there, because it's me just trying to clear my throats. My tonsils are very enlarged, and therefore sometimes I have to clear. I know, that's nasty. Okay, too much information. Let's move on. Okay, so the first thing I do when I close out a budget is I look at, well, before I make a budget, is I want to find out like what I'm carrying over. So I'm going to close out the month before, which was May. Now, May has been completely eventful, like from start to finish. It was already designed to be eventful. There's 2 bank holidays already. So within those 2 bank holidays, I had Mother's Day in Canada, my sister's birthday as well. I think they fell on the same days. No, they didn't, but they were only within a few days apart. Um, Excuse me. And I went to a festival, and I went to about 3 leaving dues in between all of that. So what I thought might be a good idea was throw in what's called, oh, and I went to a concert as well. I went to actually 2 concerts. Oh, 2 concerts. So yeah, really eventful. So I thought what might be a good idea is I put in an events category, just just to pre-plan or buffer any of the overages, but it didn't seem to work. So let's just run through how month of May worked out. So month of May was really generous because in April everything was just the end of accounts. It just happened that I got a lot of my old job's paycheck. I got some holiday pay from my side hustle. So it worked out that I brought in my highest income for the month, which is £55.95.10, £5,595 and 10 pence. Fantastic. Fixed expenses. Let's zoom you right in. I am zoomed in. Okay, fixed expenses, nothing out of the ordinary. I think there is a underspend of 49 pence, which is fantastic. It all is to do with water. It's because I'm not even in the house, guys. I'm going out like every single day. And we're not even talking about like out from 9 to 5. I'm literally like out from 8 o'clock in the morning to coming home at 11 because I'm stopping by, seeing friends afterwards, or going to gym or something, so it's I need to reel that in. Like, I can already see with my daily spends how much money I'm actually spending. That's crazy. So next up is my variable spends. So this is the humbling amounts here. Let's just see if I'm in frame. Yeah, perfect. The humbling amount here with events, I just made it under £7.13 under. Travel 21.37, and that is because there is a difference between taking an Uber or taking the bus home. So with me, I like to take an Uber if it's dark, like I'm not gonna risk myself. I'm not gonna take the I'm not going to take transit after 11 o'clock because it's just long. They stop everywhere and the party in the bus is loud and it's just not a nice experience. So there you go. Miscellaneous spend. Okay, fine. I could have done a little bit better here, but I think what happened was, hold on. Let me just see here. Yes, there we go. Okay, so I spent some work. I spent some money. It was a really hot month, so I spent some money on some summer clothes for appropriate for work. I also did a beauty treatment there. I just put it in there whilst I should have put it in sinking funds B, but never mind because I put other things on sinking funds B. I did 142 pound shopping spree at ASOS, which should have, that was all part of buying new shoes and a pair of jeans that fit. Oh my goodness. And that's because I wasn't feeling very confident, guys. And I want to be, going into my 40s where I feel confident in my clothes. I don't want to fit into what the Instagram norm is, like with, the body images and whatever. I just want to feel comfortable, okay? So yeah, I needed a pair of jeans that fit. Pretty reasonable if you ask me. And then giving, I fell short of, oh, sorry, we're still in miscellaneous. Miscellaneous spend, I spent a good 94 pounds on my friend's birthday gift, some pens from Muji, and a good 30 pounds on a bunch of stationery. So there we go. Yeah, I gotta reel it in, but I'll never buy stationery again. The thing is, like, when there's a Muji 15% off or some discount event or whatever, I jump right on it because I love these pens and I don't want to pay for shipping at all. So even if I save money on the discount, it actually covers the shipping anyway. So girl maths, whatever. Okay, moving on. Giving, I fell short by 30 pounds. Yeah, I thought I would put that to the church, but I found it really effective just giving it to people who were raising money for charity. So there you go. I had 30 pounds left over. I'm gonna treat it as that. Yeah, and next month I'm gonna treat it differently. Week 1, because I feel like I've been generous anyway with the gift giving. There you go. That was my explanation there anyway. So variable spends, you can see here from week 1, I did try to stay conservative, but from week 2 to week 5, I kind of had fun. So week 2, I just know what was it, the 5th to whatever? Let me just check the dates. Okay, right. So from week 2, I'm not going to explain that. Week 3, it was someone's leaving due. Week 4, I stayed sort of within budget. I tried my very hardest. This is me yeah. I tried my hardest, but it's $12.79. Week 5 is where I kind of went a little bit crazy. Week 5 is the last week of May. It was a bank holiday and I was taken out on a date with a jazz club, sorry. And had a lot of fun and I relished that. So I'm not gonna budget it. I overspent by $95.62. Oh wow. Sue me, whatever. Savings. So savings, this is where you can see where all of the curveballs happened, and that's what sinking funds is for. So I'm glad I was building that pocket. Excuse me. So sinking funds, I used 202 pounds and 1 pence for my sister and my mom's gift. So I just transferred some money to my sister to kind of facilitate what's gonna go on there. Okay, so divorce, I sent 296 pounds 50 for that divorce. That was my half of the payment, and which I'm elated to say were finally filed. So that's fantastic news for both of us. My I used 200 pounds of my emergency fund for tax reasons because I underpaid on taxes when I filed them. So there you go. There's more to come, guys. I just wasn't ready for it. So there's the penalty fees covered, and I have a payment plan moving forward. With my debt repayment, luckily it was a big month for me for my income. So therefore, I just cleared some balances off with my Amex. I only had £664 and 76 pence left in that account. So it's a zero balance. Not how much I've racked up recently, but there we go. That was a win for me. And with Virgin, I sent over another 469.60 just because I don't know what the math around that number was, but I think at the time it was what I wanted to reserve in my bank versus what the overage was. So yeah, that's what I could have spared at the time. So that's the extra payment there. Again, guys, I was burying my head in the sand, overspending, and I just didn't want to look at it. So a lot of these numbers are going to be random. So therefore, instead of the £1,800 that I thought I'd throw into debt repayment, I only sent £1,134 in there. So let's just divvy up, or just sum up what we actually did for May. So my income was 55.95.10. My fixed expenses was 15.64.08. Variables was nearly 2,000. This is crazy. And savings was 537.51. And then my debt was 1134.36. So if I were to count that all up, wait a second. Oh, sorry, 1564.08 plus 1992.44 plus 537.51 plus 1134.36 is 5228.39 minus so minus 5595. So really, what I had left over was 366.71. That is fantastic news, especially when I've overspent here. So I'm gonna take that over to my June budget, which is hopefully a lot better. So let me just take a sip of this drink. So now, so I've been working a lot less from the restaurant or my side hustles because, sorry. Yeah, because I've been earning a little bit more from my main job. So from my main job, I received £3,305 and 87 pence, which is quite healthy because back then, what is that? So let's do let's just look at March. Like March, I was bringing in 3,400 by working like tons of hours, and now 3,305 just working a 9 to 5. So this is quite comfortable for me. With my side hustles, I still can't let go of the restaurant thing. I love it so much. All my friends are there. I feel like if I miss a weekend like this weekend, I have missed out on so much, and they're my family, So until I get like something else to distract me, to fill my weekends, then then yeah, I'll quit my job. But so far I've been enjoying it. So side hustle, for last month I brought in £559 and 56 pence, and of course with my investment flat, I'm gonna pay myself £236 and 23 pence, and the rollover is going to be 366.71. How does that look? Okay, fantastic. So I'm just gonna count this all up. 3305.87 plus 559.56, 236.23 plus 366. So that should bring me 4,468 pounds and 37 pence to play with this month. So going into my fixed expenses, this is quite standard now, but I'll explain it anyway, just in case anyone else is new. I live in zone 3 in London, in a 1-bedroom apartment, and what I pay is £1,225. That is pretty modest compared to what's out there in the market, so I'm very happy about that. I already paid that, so I'm gonna put that in my actuals. My council tax is £109. Broadband $37.38. My water is $29.97. They've reduced it because I'm barely home, so I think there's a water meter somewhere, so I'm not going to complain about that. Gas and electric, I don't understand how I'm never home and my gas and electric bills have gone up. Okay, so whatever. I'm from 97.03, I'm putting it to 127.40. Well, that's how much they took out of my account. So it's already gone. And cell phone charges $17.26. Apple Music $5.99. I can't see myself canceling that, but I might explore the option. The iCloud $2.99 spend. HSBC is $11.95. This is insurance for various things. Now, what I find why I'm overspending so much is because I have a couple of direct debits that I should be putting into my fixed expenses. So Amazon, for example, it was a benefit for my previous employer, and they've just been charging me the remaining monthly payment. So I am paying $7.90 until the end of October. So $7.90, not a big deal. I tell myself that all the time. I've joined a gym, so $19.99 is what I'm paying, and I've recently subscribed to Netflix. So I've already done the maths here. I've got my spreadsheet in front of me. So that's going to be £1,599 and 82 pence. So I think given like the income, if we were going to do a standard like 50, 30, 20 rule, I think, I'm within the standard model. Okay. Didn't need to say that, but I'm just thinking it out loud. Okay, so let me just add a line here because that's throwing me off. Okay, so my travel, I go into the office every single day. I am not ready to do a monthly pass yet. A lot of people have told me that why don't you just pay for a monthly pass? It just makes more sense. It's actually not worth the savings. What if I want to work from home one day, or what if I wanted to drive, or it's just not worth the £2 savings that you get. So so far I've just been doing it ad hoc. So I'm gonna put in £250 spend there. I'm going to Eastbourne on a hike, and I'm gonna pay for a tank of gas, so I might go over because I'm likely gonna drive to Eastbourne. That's about 40 miles away from me here, so we'll see how the group goes. Events, I'm gonna budget £250. This is for dates. This is for planned dates or planned events. So like I said, though I have my friend's birthday that is coming up. I think I have one leaving drink planned, and I think there's buffer for a few dates here and there. Okay, so moving on, miscellaneous. I'm gonna, reel it in. I should really increase it because of the way, I spend, but it's more so discipline for me. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it at £250 as well. Giving, I really want to give to the church this month, so I'm gonna keep it at £100. Week one, so instead of me doing the whole £25 a day budget, I'm gonna stick to £20 a day just to fit in the events category. So hopefully this will work. If it doesn't, we'll try again next month. So £40 here because there's 2 days in the first week, and then the rest is gonna be 140. 140 and 140 for week 5. So I've already done the math here. So that should be £1,450 spent. So looking at last month's May, I'm hoping for a relatively quieter June. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I'll try my best to not be so generous. Let's say it that way. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, 1450. Moving on to savings. So I've already added in what I've opened with. So with my sinking funds A, this is my needs. This covers things like my my annual payments for my car. Yeah, basically that's it. I still have a car, guys. I only drive less than 1,000 miles a year. And do I need it? No, but is it convenient? Hell yes. Hell yes, is convenient. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with having my car. And plus I paid it off, it's a luxury that most people don't have, which is a paid off car. I'm just paying for the annual stuff. So I have an £83.58 budget in there. I'm gonna add in 85.84 because that's what I agreed in my beginning of the year. My sinking funds B is my wants. My wants category is things like gifts, beauty, divorce, clothes, etc. So what I wanted to do this year was buy oh my goodness, I wanted to buy a really designer coat just to feel, like I fit in, I work in a legal team. Everyone's a lawyer for at least 10 years. So they're very accomplished, and they all wear businessy stuff. So I kind of want to feel like I fit in. Not that I don't feel like I fit in socially, but I just want to feel within the elite. Okay, never mind. I'm explaining this way too much. That's it. Yeah, I'm saving up for a nice coat. Okay, calm down. So, so because of everything that happened with taking money out of the gifts and the divorce payment, $629 is left in that account. I want to throw in $281.67. There you go. Now my Sun CB, I'm gonna throw in 88.14 because that's what I said I would do earlier. I'm gonna say that. With my sinking funds, I'm gonna throw in do I want to top it up? Yes, I do. I'm gonna throw in £200 in there, so that it can come up to £1,000. Family reunion, I'm gonna keep it bare. total. I'm not quite ready to throw in to family reunion, only because I still have some debt to pay. So that is not a priority yet. So let's count that all up. I actually haven't yet. 85, 84, 281, 67, 88, 14, 200 pounds, and I'm gonna put into savings 655, 65. So that's quite healthy. Let's see what I've opened up with in terms of my savings pot. 58 plus 629, 43 minus 176, 28 plus 800 plus 580. So I have just about 2 grand in there. Okay, so my actual, I'm gonna figure that out later. Now, let's see how much money I have left. I gotta do I just gotta do a status check here. So 44683. Let me do it this way. 446. Whoops. Minus 1599.82 minus 1450 for variables minus 655.65. So that leaves me with 762.90 to throw into my debt. So I know that my minimum payment for my Amex is going to be 25 pounds. And because I threw in a huge payment there, I'm just gonna say maybe it's about 25 pounds for Virgin. I'm not sure, guys. I should have really checked what the statements had said, but I wasn't ready. So total, I just gotta do it, you know. So it's 50 pounds here. So let's take out 50 pounds. And because I racked up quite a bit of debt in my American Express, I know it's a zero balance. I just want to see if I can throw that. Let me just budget all of it in American Express. If it doesn't work out that I need that much to throw in there, then great. I will throw that into my next I'll roll that over to my Virgin account. Okay, so 712.90. So overall 762. So income, let's do a summary now. So my income is 4468.37, and my fixed expenses, variable, savings, and debt repayment categories here. Fixed expenses is going to be just shy of 1,600, about half my paycheck. Thank the Lord for my side hustle and my investment flat, just because, you know, I know I'm paying tax on it, but this still extra, you know. Variable 1,450. See, that's already like all my paycheck already. Yeah. I wouldn't have much money to save. I'd have to work really, you know, I'd have to be very frugal to save anything. My savings is going to be 655.65, and my debt repayment is going to be 712.90. So if I have this right, 1559.82 plus 1450 plus 655.65 plus 712.90 should be 44. I'm off 50 pounds. Hold on. Oh, that's right. 50 pounds. Duh. Right here. Excuse me. I did that last month as well. So 655.65. So 712.90 plus 50 is 762. So that should be a zero-based budget. Wonderful. Lovely. I love these things. Okay, great. So that's my budget for June. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully I'm gonna have more conservative, um, yeah, conservative spend. I'm hoping it will, because I kind of rely on it now. Because I missed off like 2 shifts this weekend. That means I'm gonna have a zero paycheck. So I'm thinking July, with I'm gonna have a light income month, so I have to prep for that as well. So yeah, there you go. That's me. Thank you so much for us watching, and happy budgeting. I will speak to you next time. Bye.